So the main reason I wanted to have this interim study was because I had been doing some research. I had talked to some constituents and they were asking about hotlines and calls and the social distancing, and with COVID they're being used a lot more. So I became curious whether or not they were really effective. And as I did research, I recognized that the hotline system that we have in Oklahoma is amazing. And I was specifically interested in how children and children's services were being affected, so I chose just a few agencies to come present today to tell us about the hotline services they offer and if those hotline services are working effectively. From what I can tell and from what we heard in the interim study today, they're doing a great job. There is an increase in services for children in some of the agencies. The Attorney General's Victim Services is a perfect example. They certify YWCA, and the services offered to the YWCA for children for domestic violence and abuse and their families have been affected, but they are adapting and doing a great job.
So the one thing I guess that got pointed out as far as domestic violence is that calls were down for a while compared to the period a year before, but that may have been some confusion over whether services were still available.
I had some constituents ask me about that because they were getting numbers and the numbers were down. And so people thought, well, domestic violence is down, child abuse is down, and when in fact it was not, that's not the case. Reporting was down, but that doesn't mean that we've had a decrease. In fact, the studies are showing and research is showing that we actually see an increase in domestic violence and child abuse when people are confined in enclosed environments like with COVID, being confined at home.
But overall, our state's network of hotlines is functioning well and continuing to meet the needs that they were created for.
Absolutely. I'm very pleased to say they are. They're doing a great job. They're being utilized more. We spiked during the first few months of COVID. Now they're coming back down in sort of normal levels. But the systems, some of the systems have been in place for 25 years, and the hotline system is working well.